That reminds me of something else too. I was at the car show with there was a guy up there that has a big old, like a 54 Dodge, and he said he had a banjo. It's a tenor banjo, but he said he got it, won it, or somebody gave it to him or something. So I told him I teach him how to play it, and he talked about converting it to a 5-string, and I said, well, we could do that, or I got banjos, or I might could find a neck to go on. I don't know. We don't know, but that might happen. His name is Rod, like hot rod. So yeah. Maybe I'll jump in the little car and ride up there and look for that radiator cap that I flung off of there. Let's see if we can find that, and then we'll see what else we're going to do today. I appreciate y'all watching. You're a good bunch of folks, and I love every one of you. Okay. Well, I didn't really find mine, but I pulled this one off the Rambler because that radiator is going to come out, and I guess I ought to talk about that next too. I've been waiting on doing this Rambler till my hand got better. So what I think I might do is, as soon as this hand is better enough to do it, I might go ahead and put that B&M transmission kit in this one, because that's just a short ordeal. I get it up and on blocks and get under there and take care of that without spending many days working on it. But I think the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and rip this engine out. Now let's talk a little bit about my thoughts on this. I actually have been considering putting what they call an LS in here, an LS engine. I say that, I thought about it, I did some research. I went over and watched, I don't know if you'll ever see DD's Speed Shop, but he's got some videos of putting one in his, and I found his videos to be the best videos for figuring out how to do something. A lot of people talk an awful lot, and they say things like, oh, this is so easy, oh, you should do this, and don't do that because it'll cost you more money. And they talk about it, but you don't actually see them doing the everyday things, like how do the motor mounts fit. If you pull one of them engines and you put it in here, what are you going to have to do to get the motor mounts to fit? What are you going to have to do to get the exhaust manifolds to fit? What are you going to do about lining up? It's just all kind of things. And he pretty much, because he's doing it himself, talking about it as he goes, he does it and shows you how, and it's very helpful. So after watching him, I thought, yeah, I could do that. But then I got to thinking, well, I could do that, but really this one's all completely together. I got the cooling issue straightened out. I got everything straightened out, and really it would be a lot easier just to pop this engine out, fix it, and put it back in there. And I got to thinking too, I kind of like doing the idea of doing an LS swap, because I never done one, and I thought, well, this would be something new that I could do to help me learn stuff that I don't already know. And then I got to thinking, well, if I was going to do that, I'd rather do it on a clean slate. And what I mean by that is I kind of wanted me another pickup truck, and I was thinking about getting an old pickup truck, older-ish. And I thought, well, it'd be pretty cool to get an old pickup truck, slap an LS engine and transmission in it, and then kind of go with that. So, and I might, once I get this running good, go ahead and put the power brakes on it and everything. I might sell this. I've talked about selling it off and on, and this was never the car that I would have chosen. I actually got this car because a teenager had it, and I knew he was going to ruin it, so I got it from him and did some body work on it and did, swapped engines, did some things, and then gave it to Josh. He took it down to his place and did some more body work and painted it, and then gave that old motor to Todd, and he went through it and worked it. So a lot of us has handled it, but in reality, it's an awesome car, but I wouldn't mind having me an old truck to work on. So I'm kind of thinking, well, if I could get enough for this, I don't have any idea what I could get for that. But if I could get enough for this, I might sell it once I get it all fixed up nice. And then shop around, see what I can find. Find me an old truck or something. I'm thinking about that. So I guess that's how my schedule is working today. If I can use my hand enough, that finger's still stuck. If I can use my hand enough to do some banjo work today, and then maybe in a couple days I'll do this transmission thing, the B&M shift kit. And then maybe I'll pull this up in the garage and just pull that motor out and get going on it. And then we'll see how we're at, where we're at, and what's going on. Kind of go from there. I was totally happy with this car going to the car show. It drove great. That vibration was no longer in the front wheels. We were thinking the front wheels were vibrating, but once I got the engine carburetor kind of cleaned up, I didn't feel that. So I think maybe that vibration was coming right from the engine.